Besides being a funny comedian, works all over. He is a Afghanistan vet. Returned from, yes, he's a veteran from Afghanistan. Hello, military. Hello. Hello. And since he's got back, he has not been late. Please welcome Mr. Matt Diller, everybody. Matt Diller.
How's it going? My apologies in advance to those of you who go blind from the lights bouncing off my head. Please do not become alarmed. I'm not sick. I'm not a racist. I'm just bald. Thank you, Dad. I got your bad heart, your high cholesterol, and your dashing good looks. You have set me up for life, sir. All 10 years I might have lived. I do take comfort from the Bible, though, where it says God counts the hairs on your head. I can see him up in heaven going, oh, thank me. It gets less each day. Being bald does have its advantages, though. For instance, I have the gift of clairvoyance. I know exactly what all of you are thinking right now. This bald head, these six-pack abs, under a thin protective layer of jelly donuts. Okay, thick protective layer of jelly donuts. And you are correct. I am Bruce Willis's out-of-shape stunt double. It got so bad on the last Die Hard movie, they almost had to change the title to Walking is Hard. Other advantages, I just booked a national commercial. Thank you very much. I got to wear a white t-shirt, a gold earring, and mop a floor. I find it ironic as a Mr. Clean commercial because I don't do housework. Right now in my kitchen sink, stack of dishes this high with what I hope is some new form of penicillin growing on them. Disadvantages though, if I ever wanted to become a legitimate actor, I'm pretty much stuck in like those nondescript roles like racist number 2, inappropriate toucher number 3. And if I lost a little more weight, something like horrible disease patient number 4. And if I ever got a date, it'd be a little awkward at dinner, you know? Conversation at work comes up, it's like, so what do you do? Oh, I'm an actor. Really, that's so cool. Like, what shows have you been on? Oh, I was on Prison Break for a while. Oh, that's so cool. Like, what role did you play? Oh, I was bigot number 5. There were 4 other bigots in front of you? Yeah, but I did get bumped up to bigot number 1 for the day, but I guess the producers didn't think I was hate-filled enough to carry that pivotal role for the rest of the season. But next week, I have an audition for neo-Nazi number 2 that I'm feeling really confident about. As you can tell, I'm currently single, mostly by choice. Most girls choose to run screaming in the other direction when I ask them out. I was that kid in high school that I just couldn't get a date if my life depended on it. Not that now is much better. I asked this one girl out in high school and I totally fell for that, oh, I'm just washing my hair excuse. Yeah. I do have to hand her the award for creativity. Apparently at one point she forgot she was going to Disneyland with her parents. Is she trying to say that It's a Small World is better than a night of Gino's Pizza Rolls and Braveheart on VHS? I don't think so. By the way, ladies, that offer still stands. Take time, think about it. You don't have to get back to me right away. The one date that I did somehow manage to get in high school was everything that you could hope for and dream. I took her to see this really awesome romantic movie, Gladiator. I apparently know how women think at this point in my life. So, since it's my first date, I'm a little nervous. Not sure exactly what to do. Do I hold her hand? Do I put my arm around her, or what? So, partway through the movie, I decide I'm gonna do the old playful nudge, a little move my dad taught me. Except, I wind back a little too far, and I smack her right in the ribs. She yelps and startles me. I turn so quick, so fast, before I realize it, I smack her in the face. Tears start streaming down and float off into the distance, along with any chance I had of getting a kiss that night. And the only thing I could think to say to her was, "More popcorn?" I'm trying to find something punchier to land off for that one, but I don't know if she can take another hit. Thank you. I grew up in the military. I've seen some really exotic places around the world, like Germany, Indiana, Maryland. I grew up next to this one town in Maryland called Savage, which is about as awesome as it sounds. There are 2 stop signs. One at Main Street, the other, "Why do I still live here after 20 years Boulevard?" So after high school, I followed my parents' footsteps and I joined the military myself. Except, I have the worst timing in the world. I enlist August of 2001. Yeah. And my job in the military was a journalist, and although it was very rewarding, mainly amounted to me sitting behind a desk. So, in order to feel like I'd accomplished something, I volunteered to go to Afghanistan. So I get my wish to serve my country, get this, by sitting behind another desk and going on the occasional beer run. The only way I would get a Purple Heart is if I fell out of my chair or tripped on a beer run. The most amount of action I ever saw was watching Band of Brothers on DVD and realizing that I didn't do crap. The most amount of post-traumatic stress I ever suffered was getting my butt handed to me in a Call of Duty co-op by my own team. If they had made a G.I. Joe action figure based on me, it wouldn't have that cool name like Duke or Roadblock. It would be called Desk Jockey. It would come complete with a pen, a notepad, and the ability to curl into a ball at the first sign of trouble. The lucky first 100 people to get that action figure get a free upgrade to the Screams Like a Girl edition, complete with authentic pees his pants during a rocket attack ability. As always, courage sold separately. While I was over there, we had to take this local Afghan taxi service back and forth from work, and one night it's just me and the driver. Just before we get to the gate, this dude flips out. I'm talking, goes, "Hello!" I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I do the sign of the cross. I'm not even Catholic. I pull out my gun like I really know how to use this thing. I'm looking around, I lock eyes with him and say, "What is going on, man?" He turns to me and shouts, "This is my favorite song!" So I did the only thing I could think to do at the time. I shot him twice. Once for scaring me, twice for liking the Backstreet Boys. Hey, thank you very much. You guys have been great. That's my time.
Matt Diller, everybody. Hey, come on. Man, he did the sign of cross. He's not even Catholic.